There was a man wandering in darkness, feeling hopeless. Every door he tried was closed, every plan he made seemed to fail. People had turned their backs and he felt completely alone. He whispered to the sky, "God, do you see me? Am I even worth it?" The night was quiet, no light, no answer, only the weight of despair. But then in the silence he felt a warmth in his heart, a presence, a voice soft yet powerful saying, "I am here, I never left you. I am with you even when you cannot see me." Jesus taught him something simple yet life-changing. Your struggles are not punishments, your failures are not the end. Every tear, every heartbreak, every moment you feel weak, I am using it to make you strong. The man remembered stories he had heard about Jesus, how he healed the sick, fed the hungry, forgave the broken, and never gave up on anyone. And suddenly he realized, if Jesus never quit on humanity, then maybe I too can keep going. Life will test you, people will disappoint you, dreams may shatter, you may feel invisible. But God, through Jesus, reminds you that every hardship is shaping your faith, every pain is preparing you for something greater, and every delay is a setup for your breakthrough. Jesus didn't come to make life easy. He came to show the path of strength, hope, and unwavering faith. The road may be long, but he walks with you every step of the way. If you are watching this right now, feeling lost, tired, or broken, hear this. I see you, I know your pain, your tears are not wasted, I am walking with you, you are chosen, you are loved, and I will lead you to victory. Do not quit, not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Even when life feels dark, Jesus is your light. Even when you feel weak, his strength flows through you. And even when you feel alone, his presence is beside you. The man finally lifted his eyes and saw a faint glow. It wasn't magic, it was faith, it was hope. It was the love of Jesus guiding him through the storm. And in that moment he understood that life may be hard, but with God no darkness is permanent, no struggle is meaningless, and no person is ever truly alone. Keep walking, keep believing, keep trusting. Jesus has never left you. As he continued walking through life, he realized that struggles were not obstacles but lessons. Every moment of doubt, every tear shed, every time he felt weak or abandoned was shaping him into someone stronger. Jesus' presence was not always loud or dramatic, but it was steady, guiding him through the storms. He understood that even when the world turned its back, he was never truly alone. He remembered how Jesus never gave up on the hopeless, the broken, and the rejected. That same strength was now flowing into him. Every setback became a stepping stone, every closed door was protection from something he was not ready for, every delay was preparation for a bigger plan. He learned that God's timing is perfect, even when it doesn't match his expectations. Life continued to test him. People doubted him. Circumstances seemed unfair, dreams were delayed, but now he faced these challenges differently. He stopped complaining. He stopped comparing himself to others. He chose to trust Jesus and move forward one step at a time. Every small effort, every prayer, every act of faith became powerful. It was proof that growth doesn't happen overnight, but steadily, quietly, and deeply. He realized that faith is not just believing when life is easy, it's believing when life is hard. It's walking forward when the path is unclear. It's trusting Jesus when the answers don't come. And slowly the weight on his shoulders felt lighter. His heart became calmer. His mind became clearer. He began to understand that no struggle, no pain, and no hardship is ever wasted in God's plan. From that moment on, he carried a new strength. A strength rooted in faith, patience, and unwavering trust. A strength that no circumstance could shake. And he knew that as long as he kept walking with Jesus, even the darkest valleys would become paths of growth, hope, and breakthrough. As time passed, he began to notice a quiet transformation within himself. The fear that once controlled him no longer had the same power. Problems still appeared, but they no longer defined his peace. He realized that walking with Jesus didn't mean life would be easy. It meant he would never walk alone. Every challenge now felt like a test of faith, not a reason to give up. He started seeing signs of grace in ordinary moments. A conversation that came at the right time, a door that opened unexpectedly, strength on days when he thought he had none left. Jesus was not removing every storm, but he was teaching him how to stand firm in the middle of them. He remembered how Jesus carried the cross, misunderstood, rejected, and mocked, yet never stopped walking forward, and that thought changed everything. If Jesus could endure that pain for love, then surely he could endure his struggles with faith. His pain began to feel meaningful. His suffering began to feel purposeful. Life still tested him with uncertainty. Some prayers were answered quickly, others remained unanswered, but now he trusted the silence. He understood that silence does not mean absence, it often means preparation. God was working behind the scenes, aligning things he could not yet see. He became stronger not because life became softer, but because his faith became deeper. He learned to surrender control and trust Jesus completely, and in that surrender he found peace. Not the kind that comes from having everything, but the kind that comes from knowing who walks with you. With every step forward, he carried this truth in his heart: no darkness can overcome the light of Christ. No failure can cancel God's plan. No broken moment is beyond redemption. And as long as Jesus was with him, his story was still unfolding, stronger, brighter, and filled with hope. In the end, he finally understood what Jesus had been trying to teach him all along. Life was never about avoiding pain. It was about discovering purpose through faith. Every tear he cried had meaning. Every delay had direction. Every struggle had shaped him into someone stronger, kinder, and wiser. He looked back at the road he had walked and realized that Jesus had been with him at every step. In the moments he felt strong, Jesus guided him. In the moments he felt weak, Jesus carried him. Even when he thought he was walking alone, grace was walking beside him. His heart felt lighter now, not because every problem had disappeared, but because fear no longer controlled him. He learned to trust. He learned to let go. He learned to believe even when answers were not immediate. And in that belief he found peace. Jesus reminded him gently, "You are never late, your life is not broken. What I am building in you takes time and it will be worth it." Those words filled him with calm, hope, and quiet confidence. From that day forward, he walked with gratitude. He smiled more. He worried less. He focused on growth instead of fear. He understood that happiness is not found in perfect situations but in a peaceful heart that trusts God. And as he continued his journey, he carried this truth with him. No matter how hard life becomes, love will always be stronger, light will always return, and faith will always guide the way. So if you are watching this right now, take this message with you. You are not alone, you are deeply loved, your story is still unfolding, and the best chapters are ahead. Walk forward with faith, walk forward with hope. Jesus is with you always.